For 7 years leading up to 70 AD, 1,337,490 perished. For 2 months was the siege, 2 to 3 months, from 66 to 70 AD, in between that period. A star appeared in the likeness of a giant sword in the sky, lasting a year. A comet was seen, lasting a week. There was a massive earthquake, more than 8,000 died. The sea roared and bodies of merchants washed up for weeks. An army of horsemen appeared in the sky. Visions of angelic beings were seen all over Judea. A frightful noise was heard, a pop that sounded like the universe exploded. A heifer gave birth to a lamb on the temple grounds. And as the temple was made desolate, a multitude of voices were heard borne from heaven, saying, "Let us remove hence." The massive gates of the temple swung openly, seemingly on their own accord, welcoming the invaders. Angels were seen near. Tens of thousands were killed. Not one stone of the temple was left upon another, because there was gold in between each one, and the Roman army pried each one apart for the gold. Now, if this happened today, don't tell me you would think it was not an act of God. Truth is, it was an act of God, and the day had overcome those in darkness, those who rejected Christ as a thief. And by this time all the apostles were killed, so there is no written record in the Bible from them. And while all the first century saints remained, had received Jesus' warning to flee the city when they seen Jerusalem surrounded by armies, those who rejected Christ did not. And this blindness is recorded in history in the wars of the Jews. There was a great number of false prophets in that time, suborned by tyrants to impose upon the people, who denounced this to them, that they should wait for the deliverance from God. Thus were the miserable people persuaded by these deceivers, and such as belied God himself. And while they did not attend nor give credit to the signs that were evident, and did so plainly foretell their future desolation, but like men infatuated, without eyes to see or minds to consider, did not regard the denunciations that God had made to them. So let us suppose just for a moment that Jesus definitely wanted the first century people. He wanted those first century people he was among to understand that his coming was imminent, that he was going to come in their generation. What sort of things do you suppose he could say as to best convey that message? Well, I would think an expression such as, "Truly I say to you, this generation will not pass." That would work, wouldn't it? Or even to his disciples, "You shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man come." That would work, wouldn't it? Or perhaps, "Truly I say to you, there be some standing here which shall not taste death. They shall see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." That would be good, wouldn't it? Or how about, "These are things that must shortly come to pass." Or, "The time is at hand," or near. Or he could even say, "Behold, I am coming quickly." It just may be that the day of the Lord did come as a stealer at midnight, in which the abode of God did pass away with a crash, and the former arrangement and orderly principles were put off with consuming fire. The region also and the deeds that were therein were wholly consumed, and so it is, the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of Father. And this is exactly what happened, just as Jesus and John the Baptist had warned the people what was to come. And this is why many perished, because they did not listen. Do you believe what your Messiah said to those people back then?